Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Nerd Soup Podcast. I am Bo Oliver, joined today by Aaron, the Nerd Soup Monkey, Teddy, and Nash. But Teddy and Nash are actually not here right now. They'll be here a little later. Me and Aaron are going to open up this podcast with a review, stumbled there, of the Watchmen season finale, episode 9.
But wait, Bo, I didn't see The Watchmen, but I still want to listen to the podcast.
Well, we got you covered there, Aaron, even though it's weird that you're reviewing it, even though you haven't seen it.
No, I was being someone else.
Oh, you're someone
Acting.
else. You're a fan.
Acting.
Well, hello there, kid. Well, you could skip ahead. That's why we have the time codes. Check out the time codes in the description box below. You can see the different subjects that we actually talk about throughout this podcast. And you can actually just listen to this on iTunes, SoundCloud, Spotify, all the other places. Send us your questions at nerdsoupforyou@gmail.com, nerdsoup on Twitter, nerdsoupmonkey, Teddy Nerdsoup, Anthony JQ Nash. Yeah, let's get right into the Watchmen finale. It's the first video we're doing on Watchmen, and I think it's fitting that it's the end. You know, the end is nigh.
It probably would have been nice to get the buzz going for the whole season.
It was Watchmen or Mando, and we chose Mando.
Yeah. But Watchmen
Get those Disney Plus bucks, boy.
Yeah, it's a Star Wars effect. Watchmen is fucking spectacular television.
Yeah, we probably should have checked out Watchmen.
Well,
we were watching it.
Yeah, and we're going to do a whole season review, so you
Yes.
can come back for that as well. Yeah, Watchmen, it took me a while to get on pace with it.
Yeah.
So I kept having to catch up. So I had the luxury of watching 6, 7, 8, and 9 within a week span.
Right.
And those, talk about a string of just perfect episodes.
Reminds me of Westworld Season 1, where the last 4 episodes, where it was promising to start with, there was a mystery there, but the way that they brought this home, it was just moment after moment of me being stunned, but being able to appreciate where the story was going.
Well, that's the advantage you have with a limited series, because there are talks of Season 2, but if it has to be the right script. So they very much made this to contain and tell its story in one season. So when you have so much mystery and intrigue, and you're basically going towards the end, all those episodes are going to be amazing.
Yeah, and this finale, the way that they tied up all the stories, because at times it felt like there were too many stories going on at once. And I didn't know if I knew that I enjoyed what I was watching, but the first 3 episodes I was a bit apprehensive where the story was going. But the way that there are so many scenes to get through that we're not going to be able to touch on in this review, but, you know, the scene with Angela and her grandfather talking at the end, that's when the bow is finally tied. And it's where you stand up, you take a bow, we just finished this story. And that scene, I couldn't help but cry. It was so emotional, the journey that these 2 characters have been on. And, and the way that they brought back all the icons and their storylines.
Yeah, I felt that way too because, did this happen to anybody else, by the way? I started watching the episode. I put it on the HBO app and the previously on, and I saw a scene that I haven't seen before. It was when Ozymandias is in the prison.
Yes.
I'm like, what the fuck? Did I miss
post-credit?
Did I miss an episode? Did I not watch? I just watched all these episodes. When the hell did this happen?
Yeah.
And I went back and I found that out at the end. So I'm like, oh my God, I got to watch this first.
Yeah.
But I was wondering before that point, like, what is he going to do? Like,
how is he going to get out of here? Right.
How is he going to be involved with the rest of the story?
Well, the scene between him and his daughter, the flashback scene between that takes place in 2008, that was incredible. And that was because I didn't really read into a lot of the theory videos. I didn't watch a lot of. I watched a lot of Hacks Dogma's videos, his recaps, but I had no idea that was coming.
Yeah.
That they were going to reveal her as his daughter.
Yeah.
So, and then when they peel back, when he's got the message on Jupiter's moon, Europa, it's save me, daughter.
Because I saw the D. I thought it was with Dr. Manhattan at first.
Right.
But yeah, that was
Lady
nice.
True is a phenomenal character. The Ozymandias of this generation, and perfect.
I think she was the best character.
Yeah.
And we'll get into more on the whole season review. But in this episode alone, I think that was a good conclusion for such a great character because you never really knew what she wanted to do. You know, she always wants. You get the sense that she's trying to push the bar technologically, and she has some plan. But to see her in that moment where you have her, where I guess she's kind of the antagonist, but she's really not because she's saying that she wants to do all the stuff that Dr. Manhattan wouldn't do. And then Ozymandias, a great line when it says, "It takes one to know one," where narcissists, once you give them that power, you don't know what they think will be right. And it kind of causes that divide. But when she's giving that whole speech to the end and the chief's wife's like, just do it already. And she's like, oh, no, yeah, I'm going to kill you.
Yeah. And then that realization for all of them, they're like, oh, shit, she's really going to kill us.
Yeah.
And it's similar to, obviously, Ozymandias from the comic, where hero for much of her life, and then she becomes a comic book villain at the end, because that's a very much a comic book villain thing to do. Take the power of Dr. Manhattan, say you're going to fix the world, but probably just go completely crazy. And like you said, takes one to know one. Adrian Veidt knew. He gets the moment to kind of really save the world this time around. This one it's more black and white. It's more clear cut what he does in this moment, dropping the frozen squids and bringing back Looking Glass. That was great.
Well, because he was the most affected character that we got introduced to from the first event.
Right.
So he had,
which was an incredible episode, the giant squid.
So that was it was nice to have him in the room, especially at the end when Silk Spectre's like, "No, you're coming with us. He killed 3 million people."
Right, and it's funny because Looking Glass is this generation's Rorschach, and he kind of gets the justice. Obviously, the impact of him being there at Ground Zero when the squid dropped, he comes face to face with the man that really shaped his life after his teenage years, and he gets to put him down. Seeing the ship, seeing the old Night Owl ship, that was cool. So people who didn't necessarily read the comic but watch the movie, they'll recognize that. And the end for Dr. Manhattan and Angela's relationship, that was very heartbreaking.
Yeah.
The way that this guy just keeps, he just loves women, I guess. He can't stay away.
Trying to figure out, like, his perception of time and how he's experiencing everything at once. And the whole time I'm like, well, why doesn't he do anything about it? Like, he knows he's going to die, but if he does, then how would he would know something different that he doesn't
I think
die.
they kind of answered that in that episode where they're having the date.
Yeah.
Where he's surprised to learn that her parents died, even though he already told her that he knew that her parents died. It's like he knows, but he doesn't. He can't change it.
Yeah.
It's like, I know that this is going to happen, but it's still a surprise to me,
Yeah, my dumb brain can't comprehend any of that, but
Me
it's cool.
I'm bullshitting right now.
Yeah.
Well, that's why when people complain about the very ending, I don't know if I would consider this an ambiguous ending, because I think it's kind of spelled out for us. And with going to the way that Dr. Manhattan views time, I think we have to view the series that way as well, especially with Hooded Justices, the way that everything comes full circle. That's always kind of the message of Watchmen, the non-linear perspective of time, nothing ever ending, things continually evolving and changing, but coming back to the beginning. I have no idea what I'm saying right now, but they still find a way to humanize these characters and these stories, and that's what's so impressive.
Yeah, and that was like one of the most like surprising things when I first started watching, is like Angela's connection to Dr. Manhattan. I could never really have predicted that when it first kicked off. So they kind of tied that up, or they kind of started that relationship up. How
did you interpret that ending?
What,
with him leaving his power in the egg? Do you believe that's what he did?
I don't know. I think maybe because I feel like Angela was still Angela,
right?
And she just ate the egg, so maybe it takes some time for it to kick in. But I feel like as a fan of that character, I want her to be herself still, like just what I would want to see if there is a second season. I don't want her to be, because that's gotta suck. I don't know why the racist senator and Lady True wanted those powers, because Dr. Manhattan, I mean, having all that information processed, yeah, it's cool, you can do stuff with your mind and you can teleport and fly, but you're basically, your humanity is taken away. And they did that in the original Watchmen movie, and you see a lot of that in this one, where he seems to be disengaged and not really there, even though he is.
Right, and he talks about his regrets in Vietnam and some of the choices that he made. So he was trying to change the world in the way that he felt would better the world. So that's how I kind of interpreted the ending, is that, I don't know, this might be a reach, but his whole relationship with Angela was him almost looking for somebody worthy of this power, and it happened to be somebody he fell in love with, because her grandfather has that line, he was a good man, but for all the power that he had, he probably should have done more with it.
Yeah.
So maybe it's finding, that's why I don't want a season 2, because that's how I'm choosing to kind of perceive the ending, is that Angela does get this power, and she uses it in a way that's more productive or less controversial.
But he knows he can't be in a regular relationship or have a normal life with these powers, and that's why he chooses to suppress them and have the thing put in his head, and they tell him that he had amnesia and basically had start anew and start over and try to live a normal life. I don't know why he would necessarily want to put that burden on Angela.
Well, I think he knows that it's somebody should have this burden, and I'm not worthy of it. So yeah, I mean, obviously he does say their relationship is going to end tragically, so that could also be considered a tragic ending. It's, now here's the burden of being Dr. Manhattan, and you have to do it better than what I did. But yeah, no, that's a good point, because it's kind of like Superman. I always say Superman is Clark Kent, and then he's forced to be Superman. Whereas it's the opposite for Batman. Batman is Batman, and he's forced to be Bruce Wayne to hide the identity. And I think it's the same thing with Dr. Manhattan, you know? He keeps coming back. He keeps getting tangled up in the web of humanity. He wants that humanity, but he's got these awesome powers. So it makes it it makes it a bit of a struggle. Did you like his look?
Yeah, it was it kind of kept with the same actor, right? Because he kind of took that form.
Yes.
Because and he just made it blue, so he kind of blended the two. And yeah, I thought that was a cool choice because you still have that. It's something where
Yahya Abdul Mateen,
yes,
the second, is the actor. Did a great job, in my opinion.
Yeah, and tremendous hog too.
Oh man, that dude was.
Yeah.
That's why I love that when he goes to meet Adrian.
Yeah.
And he's like, "How'd you know it was me?" It's like only Dr. Manhattan would have the balls to stand here butt naked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we got to see some Blue Dong too. So.
Yeah, Blue Dong.
It's everything the fans wanted. So if you casted an actor that would be the kid that we see when they escape from the Nazis, right?
Yes.
And you cast an older version of him, I feel like that connection would get lost between him and Angela because it's this new character that, well, not a new character, but in this series,
right,
kind of contained to here, that comes in, and I think as an audience, you know, it might be a disconnect between Angela and this new character. But when you keep it the same and the person that she's been with for the past 10 years, that kind of, I think that makes those moments even more impactful.
Right.
It's like, it's Dr. Manhattan, but there's some familiarity with the character and his appearance, and it kind of just helps that connection.
Yeah, I mean, he looks great in the movie, but yeah, I do like that he kind of takes on the facial structures of the person that he was mimicking.
Yeah.
The performances all throughout were just incredible. Lou Gossett Jr. as Will Reeves. The Hood of Justice episode, obviously we're going to get into that in our other video, but the way that they wrapped that up with his story with Cyclops,
mm-hmm,
and the changes that they made to the comic while not changing anything of the main story, it was completely brilliant. Jean Smart as Laurie Blake. Laurie Blake, one of my favorite characters. One of the funniest lines from last night's episode was when Looking Glass appears, and she's like, "Mirror guy?"
Yeah.
Even in this moment of the world about to end, she's still fucking with him because of the mask.
Well, she did that again, too, when the blast happens and Ozymandias looks down at her and it's like, "Am I dead?"
Yeah, right, yeah.
Well, I like those little jabs they had back and forth, even when they go to his...
the newsstand?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I love the newsstand scene.
But when they go back to his, like, lair, and it's like, you're an FBI agent.
Right, yeah.
Agent Blake, yeah, great character throughout the season. Yeah, the newsstand where he's basically forgotten, which I guess we'll talk about it more, but
his whole arc was incredible.
Yeah, but the fact that he wanted to go to that place because he's such a narcissist and wanted, and then realizing right away, like, I need to get the fuck out of here.
It's funny because it's almost like his prison, you know? It was him paying for the crimes that he committed. Him just slaughtering half of New York and then coming back home and realizing he's going to get arrested anyway with Robert Redford. Which is awesome. I love the fact that Robert Redford is the president. And that line, when he's like, "Redford won't return my calls," like some cowboy can win the presidency by himself. I love when shows do that. And I guess she's had him there for a while, right?
Well, yeah.
Because Blake sees that golden statue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but also, too, when he gets off, she's like, "All right, I got to tell you something." Even though Angela kind of deduced it earlier. And she's like, "All right, he's probably going to tell you that you're my," and she got it right away. It's like, "I'm your mother."
Yeah.
What the fuck? That's a weird, man.
Yeah. It's a lot of weird stuff going on in that family.
But yeah, right when he gets off, it's like, "It's your fucking mom. You cloned your mom."
It's like, you're more of a sicko than me. I like that they gave him his hero moment, but then he's also going to pay for what he did.
Yeah.
They handled everything, I think, so brilliantly.
And another great scene, too, like just who this character is. Even when he gets shot but he stabs him and then he's like holding over, it's like, "Yeah, I needed a worthy adversary." He's like, "Well, was I?" It's like, no. And him calling his daughter the worthy adversary. There were so many things that they tied up perfectly. And I think it's my favorite television series that I've watched this year. Previously it was The Boys. Very similar. But a very worthy successor to the comic. I love the comic. Great performances, great story. Hope there's not a season 2. And we'll get more into it in a later review. But Aaron, any last thoughts? Yeah, season 2, I always feel this way with good shows that I enjoy the run. But I think I said the same thing with The End of the Fucking World, which different scale and all that, but also with Stranger Things. You know, sometimes a story is so perfect in one season, but if they can continue and they have a if he gets another stroke of genius and has something that, hey, this is actually going to work. If it's something where I'm only going to write the second season, if I have a great idea, then by all means go for it. But I just hope they don't force it.
Right.
It would have been funny, though, if Angela just fell in the pool. Hey, so before we start, I got a couple ideas I want to throw out at you.
Okay.
So, it's, we're all friends here, so if you don't like it, you can shoot me down. But, I figured let's just have some fun with it because, we're always looking for new stuff here.
Yeah,
Get
we're
on
pals.
with it. Get
We're
on with
pals.
I guess
You
we're
know-
doing the podcast, right? From Watchmen. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Oh, no, now we're back. So,
You guys did Watchmen already?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Sorry,
fucked up.
What do you mean?
You finish it then.
Yeah.
I told you guys to wait and I'll finish it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
wait 3 days.
Finish it, motherfucker.
Um,
I gotta start it.
so, you know how people buy like game worn jerseys, like LeBron James?
Okay.
Yeah.
We started selling our podcast worn shirts, like Nerd Soup shirts.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, but Teddy's like coming from the gym shirts.
Yeah, no, that's part of it. Like the stink of a pod, like.
Yeah.
What is this, like Nerd Soup OnlyFans? What are we doing here? Nobody
Well,
wants to.
I'm just throwing, like I said, throwing ideas out.
There's nobody more blue collar than Teddy. If you want that blue collar gook,
Here's another one.
What the hell does that mean? Good.
Yeah, it's kind of gross.
you ring it out. It's going to just be
All right, so I'll put that on maybe.
gook.
Nerd Soup Christmas party.
I like that.
I like that.
I like
Office,
that.
people have office Christmas parties. We do it.
It's just
But
us, though.
with a twist. Yeah, it's just us watching Die Hard in your basement while drinking as much. We find out who can drink the most wine in that period of time.
Well, I already won that one, but go on.
Yeah, I was going to say. Why
I'm
don't you-
copping out first.
Hairiest chess competition next.
Yo-yo. You guys remember yo-yos?
Yes.
When's the last time you seen a yo-yo?
I'm looking out. Just kidding.
Boom. Face.
Boom. There's.
Wait,
the
was that towards
podcast.
me?
No, it was well.
Facial floor.
Or
It's ambiguous. Let the fans decide.
okay.
So you haven't seen a yo-yo in a while. We start selling Nerd Soup yo-yos, get them back in circulation. So all the kids, these whatever generation they're in now,
The
they're like,
Zoomers?
"What is this string? Nerd Soup? What is that?" And yo-yos are back, and our brand's on them.
Like a Ponzi scheme.
Exactly.
No, no.
I don't.
I like the yo-yo idea, but that's not a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah, it is.
That's just no. That's
you get
just
the market
normal.
back up for yo-yos,
Yeah.
and then we
That's
profit
just,
off of
that's
it.
just good business. That's not a Ponzi.
What did they
scheme.
do in the Big Short? I'm going to short the yo-yo market with
We're gonna short
No.
the yo-yo market.
Nerd Soup yo-yos.
Hear me out. We wear the shirts
Yeah.
at the Christmas party,
So you're going back to the original.
all of it together.
You're combining the ideas now.
Play with yo-yos while drinking wine at the Christmas party with Nerd Soup shirts on.
That sounds like the ending of a Clue game.
Yo, you know what I never got?
With the yo-yo at the
Figured it
Nerd
all
Soup
out.
Christmas party.
Or what is it, Mad Libs?
Is that another board game?
No, you're actually like writing stuff out. You know how you like fill in the blanks?
Oh, right.
Just
yes.
sounds very weird.
It does.
You know what I don't get?
Bad joke, whatever.
I don't get why Jordan Belfort got in so much trouble. Because if I convince you to buy stock in something, how is it my fault that you believed me and you did it?
All right, let's move on to the first story here.
I don't know.
We've had this
stand by
conversation before.
you
You were
miss- wait.
just so
What
simplifying
happened to-
what
Did
he
you miss
did.
like this whole Steve Madden scheme?
How much of the movie did you watch?
The whole thing.
Okay.
But you guys don't agree though? If I trick you into paying for something, it's your fault.
I think that's called what do they call that? Fraud?
Is it
Scam.
fraud? If you believe me, do your own research, guys.
All right. Well, if you get an email from
Bamboozled.
a prince and wants you to,
It's my fault. I gave him the fucking money.
Bamboozled is a felony. It's a felony crime. Third degree bamboozle.
Don't call me crazy.
All right, let's get to the first topic here, guys. Welcome back. Just
Hello,
did our,
everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Nerd Soup podcast.
Is he heading this now?
Yeah,
I missed
that
one
just felt
podcast
good.
and he's heading it.
Yeah, sorry.
he didn't know what to say after that. You saved him. You could have let him
I
just.
did.
No, he cut me off. Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say you're here with the
We're, yeah.
robot and some other people.
Well, I think we did that already, right?
Yeah, we actually did do that
What?
during the Watchmen review.
Oh,
We
so
did
we're
that
just jumping in.
Yeah, we could jump in first story.
Stammering.
Wow, look at that.
Quentin Tarantino.
God.
Wait, what did you say?
A stammering jackass.
Do we have news today?
I thought he said stabbed in the jackass.
No, not really.
No, we got news. Yeah.
I feel like we're reaching on this one.
Well, I mean, we got to do a podcast, right?
Yeah, I guess.
It's fun. We got a lot of good fan questions, though.
All right.
Let's just
It's about
talk.
fucking
Let's just-
time.
let's just
No,
hang.
no,
Yo,
let's
I'm-
just not talk.
I'm
and hang.
telling you, that's gonna be a hit. If we just do like a podcast of us just hanging out talking.
First story here: Quentin Tarantino's Star Trek is unlikely, and this is coming from Quentin Tarantino himself. He said, "It's probably not going to happen," but he is looking. He's weighing his options for his last movie.
Yeah, but he's saying that he doesn't feel pressure anymore about making the 10th, or like he doesn't want this to be the 10th. Is that what he's trying to say?
I don't know, Teddy. I mean, is that what you're trying to say that he's trying to say?
No. So what he said was, in a strange ways, it seems like Hollywood would be my last.
Kid's pulling up fucking quotes now.
I have his quotes. Yeah.
That is a great fucking pull. I thought you were going to, stats, play some audio.
So I've kind of taken the pressure off myself to make myself. Wait, I can't read.
Oh, no.
I'm bad at reading out
fucking
loud.
stuttering
So,
jacket.
So I kind
Buffoon.
of taken the pressure off myself to make that last big Viola kind of statement.
He's such a douche.
How come you didn't do it in the Tarantino voice?
There's no.
Yeah, like that.
The Jay Leno voice.
No, but is he trying to say that
Yeah,
he's
but
not
that's
going to do
not-
it because he doesn't want to mess up his 10th film?
Well, I remember he had a quote. He's so full of himself. He's like, I'm going to do 10 films, drop the mic, and say, boom, here's my 10. So put it up against anybody's. He likes himself.
He
know?
could, though.
And he's good at his job. Yeah, no, I mean, he's definitely a legend. For his last film, I always thought that if he made Star Trek, he wouldn't direct it. He would be kind of producer/writer, story by Quentin Tarantino and J.J. Abrams, and then other people direct it. But it looks like it's not even going to get that far. So I never thought it was going to be his official 10th. He's talked about Kill Bill 3. He said he's talking to Uma Thurman. I love the Kill Bills. I mean, they're not in my top 5 of his, but they're great martial arts movies. So yeah, I'd like.
Great
Are
action
they,
movies.
are they back on friendly terms?
I think so. Yeah, they
Well-
have like a Kanye Jay-Z relationship.
I never understood Tarantino and Star Trek. That connection where I always felt like it's just such a left turn from what he's usually used to doing that I never really thought what you said. Maybe he might write, maybe he'll be involved in some way, but I never really was fully on board with him actually directing it. So
The script he wrote, he said it's Pulp Fiction in space.
that's fucking dope.
So, like, would you appreciate that, or would you think that?
I
It's
wish he
annoying?
would just do that for his last film, but not Star Trek. Just
Okay.
make it something else.
Also, if you could say any script or any movie in space, and I'll be like, it
Yeah,
sounds
sure.
like a good idea.
Yeah, it's Pulp Fiction.
Like Six Underground.
Game of Thrones
in space.
in space, right? Die Hard in space.
That's why we were just talking about making a Star Fox movie. Why is that a good concept? It's in space.
It's in space.
It's in space.
I think that there's an untapped 1990s Nintendo market for animated films for kids. Banjo-Kazooie, Zelda, Mario, Star Fox.
Do
all
it
those
with
great
Sonic,
games.
and no one cares.
Well,
Oh,
all
do it
people
right.
care.
Do it well.
The Rock-
You know what?
The
I'm
Rock
on board
cares.
for Sonic after that Rock reference. Yeah. It's like, you know what? This little blue guy, he's cute.
I think that movie actually might be a delight.
I think so too. I like Ben
delight.
Schwartz.
Like a fun little like.
if this movie does good, there's gonna be like you just said, there's gonna be a fucking influx of 90s.
Well, Sonic
Nintendo
was the
movies.
big guy. There was a point where Sonic almost became bigger than Mario. When was the last time Mario got his movie? You know,
That was
Oh,
horrible.
and the-
too.
that
Yeah.
Bob Hoskins.
Yeah.
John Leguizamo.
John Lucas. Yeah,
And the Goombas. You remember what the Goombas look like?
that was a horrifying
Yeah.
experience for children and for
Yeah.
adults.
We should hop on that. I mean, don't even get the concept of it out there. Can you cut this out of the podcast, and then we could take rights to making movies like Banjo and Kazooie?
You know,
It
you
would
have to
cost
buy
a-
the.
Yeah, it would cost a. Well, I mean, you cutting the check?
You're
Does
the,
Jack-
you're the head honcho here.
Does Jack have the bank account for that?
He's like Frank from Always Sunny. Just
I
bail
would-
out.
I wonder if Nintendo is because Nintendo's still doing well. Sega's a whole different. We had that
Sega's
podcast.
dead.
where yeah, we
Didn't
don't.
Nintendo go bankrupt?
No, I think that was Sega. Nintendo might have gone bankrupt, but that's like a company thing. It's like, oh, you know,
They
Yeah.
claim bankruptcy. Back in the
everyone
year.
just
playing
goes
bank. Yeah, right.
I'm still
Look at
pissed
Trump.
about the Dreamcast my mom got me when I was a kid.
Why?
Fucking thing sucked.
Dreamcast is a shit.
Sega Dreamcast?
I actually played one game. I played Sonic on that.
Yeah,
Actually,
Sonic. That's
It's
it.
terrible.
Yeah, Sega Dreamcast. It's good for the nostalgia.
Yeah.
I recently played a couple years ago, I think.
I was in GameStop the other day, and they had like the Sega console, but it's like all memory. It's not like the real thing we put the games in.
Oh, I have one of those.
Do you like that concept?
Well,
I feel
it's-
like I'd rather just have the game, like the real Sega, not that
Well, it's
cube
not-
where it has all the games in it.
It's
It's kind of like the NES
Yeah,
that they do.
I have
I don't
one
like
of
it.
those. I don't
I
know.
don't
I
like
got it. I never opened it, but I feel like I could have fun with it if I wanted to.
If you could do like a
no one to play with.
the Super
Bring it over
Nintendo
here.
bundle, I like that concept.
I don't know.
Bundle,
Doesn't
bundle,
feel right.
bundle.
Well, Quentin Tarantino's Star Trek is not happening. So,
Yeah, how the fuck did we get there?
where do you guys want? What do you
Space.
guys want to see with him? What would you guys like to see him do for his final film?
I want him to get like.
I'd like to see him like horror or something, a genre that he hasn't done.
I wouldn't have minded this. This would have been nice to see.
His Star Trek, right?
Yeah, this would have been. Sick.
I was very much on board with it because I like when directors go out of it. Like when what's his face, Wes Anderson said he was going to do a horror movie. I was like, okay, yeah, that's something I wouldn't expect from him, but I could definitely see where he would take that. Same thing with Tarantino's Star Trek.
I didn't realize this. This would be his first franchise movie too.
Right,
if he
and
did do it.
this is the day and age to do it. Like when Edgar Wright tried to do Ant-Man like 10 years ago, or however long ago it wasn't the right time. But now is the time where these studios seem to be willing to work with big-time directors.
You hear Scorsese, Bob Iger invited Scorsese down to have like a little chat about his comments on Marvel.
I wonder what the hell are they going to talk about?
No, this man's leaving with fucking. he's leaving with a contract.
You think so?
Moon Knight. No, he's not. He'll never do that. It would be cool though. That'd be funny. Like after all the this whole controversy, he meets with them. It's like
I think it could be Bob trying.
Scorsese gets $100 million to direct the 3-movie deal with Marvel.
Right.
It's either that or he's setting up for Marvel. Like, yo, you better relax, guy.
Brings his goons out.
Yeah.
Feige, Favreau.
Well, I think it is cool that they're open to his goons. These fucking nerds that have been making Marvel movies the past decade.
I will
send Joss Whedon to your house.
That's the joke.
He's gonna bang your wife.
I wonder if that's why he stepped, like, when
Joss
he first
Whedon
wanted
does
to do
that,
it.
man. He bangs people's wives.
It was like, you know what, number 10,
least
I
he's
do this
getting
big
action.
movie, and we call it a day. And then
Wait. Repeat that.
Like, I think for his 10th, like, maybe when he first thought about it, like, it was like an impulse. Like, I'll do Star Trek, went off like that.
Oh, you're going back to Tarantino.
Yeah,
I thought we were on
talking
Bob
about?
Iger and Marty.
No, I'll stay on track. Right?
you are staying on track, but staying off track when we went off track.
Okay.
What would you rather see, a Tarantino or Marty Scorsese
Marvel movie?
Marvel movie?
Are you calling Marty like
Tarantino.
you guys are boys?
I think Tarantino because he's more of a fan of comics.
Yeah.
Because he always wanted to do a Luke Cage movie
Oh,
with Lawrence Fishburne.
I'd be mad if Scorsese made a good Marvel movie. I'd just be salty about it.
Well, he would, right?
Yeah.
And Moon Knight would be the character you give him. But that Todd Phillips kind of did that for us, right?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not Marty Scorsese, but this is kind of how it would be.
Yeah. I'll
Not as
just
good,
take 2 of his best films and put the Joker in it.
but the Joker.
I
Well,
love- I would love to see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood again. Like, make it like based off that premise.
wait for his final movie?
Yeah.
Just remakes it?
Just make it again. That's how much I enjoyed that movie.
Yeah. Well, that's the comment that he had with Teddy, that he could end off with that one.
Yeah.
And it's my favorite of his. I think it's the most mature film that he's made. I'd like to see him continuing this trend of, you saw that Tarantino comedy, similar tones, but relying on his skills as a writer. When did you see that? Did you see that in theaters?
With you guys, yeah.
Okay.
Ouch.
Yeah, what the
You
hell?
didn't go?
No.
No, well, we see so many movies, I don't remember who goes to which movie.
Now
You
you
saw
now you
Marriage
flexing
Story,
on me?
Nash.
I'm sorry?
You saw Marriage
I
Story.
meant all
Yes.
of us.
I just saw it today. I loved it.
Yeah.
Top 5 film of the year.
I
For
can't.
me.
I can't watch that movie.
9-1.
Why?
It's giving me like anxiety watching that.
I swear to God, I was close to crying.
Jeez.
It's depressing as can be, but the acting is phenomenal.
You know you guys are allowed to cry, right? It's 2019. Fellas be tearing.
I always cry.
Sit in my room by myself crying.
You're in the feels, man.
You think Abe
I'd
Lincoln
rather
was
cry
crying?
in front of everybody else.
He didn't have time. Bullet was already out his head by the time you can
Abe
emote.
Lincoln was yapping it up. That's why he got shot.
All right, let's move on to the
Probably
next story
deserved
here.
it.
I saw
We have,
I saw it was like a convenience store footage. Someone was robbing a convenience store.
Oh, my
with like an
God.
old-fashioned gun, and someone's like, "Why is he robbing him with the gun that shot Lincoln?"
Son pulled out the gun that killed Lincoln.
We pulled out the 19th century Thule on him.
The Thule.
Let's move on to the next story here. We have the new trailer for Top Gun Maverick.
I love Tom Cruise.
Well,
I
he's
wanna be
directing
him.
this one, right?
I want to be him.
I always say like
Fucking prick.
He's the ideal man. He has
Tom
the best
Tom
life.
Cruise.
He has the best life.
he's fucking
You know what?
50 something now.
I would be a better Tom Cruise than Tom Cruise has been. Do you guys?
How
Do you
do you
get
figure?
me?
Yeah, how do you figure?
I wouldn't be a Scientologist. Wouldn't be a nut job. But if I was like a good-looking, 5'8", fit action movie star, I'm just saying I would live my life better than he has.
So Nash,
He's living it pretty well.
Yeah, well, he kind of had a rough patch there, but he's on the up and up, right?
Is he still in Scientology or is he out of that?
He very much is.
Go back on that comment, Aaron. What did you say?
Let's
yeah,
go
I mean,
back to Nash.
Nash being perfect without the Scientology.
this movie looks nice. I mean, it looks fun. I mean, Tom Cruise, what he's been able to do, I feel like with the Mission Impossible franchise. Number one, he doesn't age. Number two, even in his old age, he's still taking it as far as he can, where it's not fucking Rambo or Terminator.
Yeah,
No,
where
no,
they're-
like-
it doesn't seem like it's not impossible what he's doing.
yeah, where they're putting
Rambo
these
8.
actors out there who are obviously cannot perform what we see on the screen. So for Tom Cruise, 100% he's in all the way. So it looks great. I mean,
I wonder how much flying he actually did. I know he flies, but I wonder how much
I don't
flying
think
he did in this.
he couldn't fly because I don't know. I think it was something
Against the law or
like a
something?
military
Scientology, right?
Yeah.
You need to be in the military, right?
to drive some of these things.
Well, I even
Like, listen,
I-
Tom, you're not.
I'm actually was he losing a step? 'Cause I feel like 10 years ago He might have
He would have
enlisted.
became a Marine. Fucking Tom Cruise.
I know, and I read up that they had to fly to different countries to do some of the stunts because they couldn't do it here.
I wonder which stunts those were. The stunts in this movie look
Probably
incredible.
high altitude ones. I don't know.
I've never seen the first one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've never
Good
seen
movie.
Top Gun 1, so I'm going to have to go back, check that one out. Is Val Kilmer in this one?
I think his son.
Yeah, he is.
Well, I watched it and I'm ready to watch this one because of that. I never watched the first
It
one.
is
so-
January 22nd. I am watching Top Gun for the first time.
No, this trailer looked a lot better
This
though.
Goose
The
guy.
graphics look sick. That one movie did when he pulled back and let him like fly past.
Yeah,
I wish he looked older.
Tom Cruise, right?
Yeah, because like it's
that
funny
bugging
that
you now?
yeah, a little bit. He's perfect looking.
Somebody had made that remark a couple of years ago. They're like, I wish Tom Cruise would just embrace his age. It's
Yes.
fine to get older.
Yeah, like Aaron mentioned before about like Sylvester and Arnold. They're like Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. You know, they're old. They don't look like they could like do it anymore. You know,
But
but
it's still out there though.
yeah, they're
still
still
out there.
it's still out there with the magic conch and all that and stuff. but-
Liam Neeson, when he did Taken 4, I think it was, where they had like 5 different cuts of him trying to hop a fence.
Really?
Yeah. It was 5 different angles of him getting over that fence. So you could tell it was like, cut. Oh, God damn it. Take a break. To get to another position.
Stretch
Cut.
it out.
Yeah, right. He looks good. I mean,
There's a lot of cockpit views. I wonder how much is a GoPro they're gonna do.
say that again.
The cockpit views when they're in
Okay.
the plane. And
Val Kilmer's still alive, I think.
In real life?
No, I've seen those movies when I was a kid. I don't remember. I know what character dies, but I forgot who played him.
well,
So,
who dies in this one?
keep
though?
the mystery.
I wonder.
You gotta
Yeah.
watch it to find
You gotta
out.
watch it, right?
Yeah.
That's fun.
That's why I said I wonder.
Oh, I thought you straight up asked him.
No, I said
You were like, who dies
in
in
this
this
one? I wonder. I said it weird. I said it backwards. Who dies in this one? I wonder. That's what I
Okay.
said.
I thought you were straight up asking.
Yeah, Yoda.
All right, you guys want to move on?
Please.
All right, we have our 4th story here. We have Kumail Nanjiani. Did you guys see this? He's fucking ripped.
Yeah, he's
Camille,
yoked out of his
they were
fucking
calling
mind.
Kumail.
him. He looks like a meal.
Oh no, that's all you.
No, I don't want to take credit for that.
Well,
I
you
saw it
have
on
to.
Twitter.
It's
Take
your
credit
thing.
for it.
No, I saw it on Twitter.
So what?
Oh.
I saw it on Twitter. I think the joke sucks.
Oh, so you were trying to push it on me.
Yeah, see if you guys like it, and if it was funny, then I.
You were like, oh, you were trying to say Kumail?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, is that what you were saying? That's so corny, bro.
You've dug yourself so deep right now.
Yeah.
Well,
It's all right.
What do you think about this picture?
He's ripped. How do you even do that?
It's a year's worth of getting your diet and workout plan
Years?
made for you.
I don't know.
1
I
year.
feel like it was a little.
It was 1 year, you said.
Oh man, wow, that's incredible.
1 year of Marvel paying for his
yeah.
membership and everything.
So I'm
His diet
thinking
plans.
like, well, why not me? I could never do that. But if I was getting paid a bunch of money from
Yeah.
Marvel, I think I can look like that.
No, but doing this,
Someone pay me to get ripped, please.
Yeah, chef, nutritionist, sure.
getting skin tight like this is like I actually feel bad for him because it's brutal. Getting like that, it's not fun.
Oh,
Yeah,
having
your
Are you
experience.
kidding me? I can't do it. It's impossible. You
yeah.
can't eat
Yeah.
anything. You work out, sleep, and go to bed.
Oh yeah, a couple
Well,
$1 million to
Yeah.
be healthy.
But he
and
wasn't
have girls
like- he wasn't-
eat sushi off your.
It's not like he
ass.
was a big guy or anything, but just to look like that, that's
Build
like
muscle.
different.
He
Well,
looks
that's like
so
the-
weird.
Remember the guy from Always Sunny when he became ripped?
Yeah, Rob.
He became legitimately ripped.
Yeah.
He had an 8-pack.
Well, that was all for the show because he got disgustingly fat.
Well, this is also for the movie.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, so you're like, that was show business.
It's not like he just, yeah.
It's always sunny.
This is lifestyle.
It's not like he just showed up one day and was ripped. It's like, oh, what are you doing? Oh, Silicon Valley.
Yeah,
seasons.
Silicon Valley's been wrapping up.
You got on that Chris Evans, Chris Pratt, Paul Rudd.
Marvel loves trolling us with this. Just take the most random
Yeah.
actors in Hollywood and turn them into movie stars. Get them ripped.
Yeah,
I mean, Chris Pratt didn't get ripped like this. This seems like they didn't even ask him. I'm not sure that his character necessarily had to be ripped.
Well, if you're
like
an
you said, he
Eternal,
was-
you're like basically a perfect being.
Look at Thor. Thor got a little chubby.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it was CGI, wasn't it?
This seems right. Well, fat suit too. This seems. My point is that it seems like this is something he wanted to do on his own.
Oh yeah, he came out
Like
and said he found out a year ago that he was going to play in Eternals.
Right.
And
Well,
I want
and
to transform myself.
like
what
he
said.
went to Marvel and said, "Help me look more like a superhero." You know? It's not necessarily something.
Oh,
they were
yeah,
like,
yeah,
"Kumail,
yeah.
you have to look
Right,
ripped."
right, right.
he walks into
Because they have
Feige's office, like, all right, ready to film. He's like flexing, looking in the mirror. It's like, your character's CGI, right?
you're a puppet.
Fuck that. Dad bods are in though.
No, they're not.
They're in. They're
Dad
so in.
bods
I'm telling you what.
Tell yourself that.
Are in
I
from
will.
it's a narrative started by people with dad bods.
Yeah, it's Dad Bods wrote this article.
I'm all for it
Dad
too.
bod.
Yeah,
Bods,
exactly.
I'd be the GQ cover for Dad Bods.
I would not want to see that.
You think you would be?
Yeah, because I have the ultimate dad bod.
I'd want that for you, but not for my own.
Teddy loves that.
What?
I have
That
the
you-
ultimate dad bod.
Yeah.
He feeds off that.
Yeah, he's.
I'd like you a little fatter, to be honest with you.
You know what? I think you got so much potential.
Yeah.
I think you haven't hit your
looking
peak
a little
yet.
thin around the face. There.
Even now, he hasn't looked like this since like 9th grade. But when I think of Nash, I think of like 5'4".
Oh, fat, big hair.
I kid you not. I used to
Fucking
be
the
able
hat
to.
sitting on the afro.
Yeah.
I used to be able to rest my tit on the table and put my head down. That's how fat I was at one point.
Your hair now, can you still grow the
Yeah.
afro if you let it grow?
Of all
That's
the
crazy.
of all the
Do
haircuts
it.
you do, I don't understand why you don't get the afro again. You went bald like.
Do you
2
think I
years.
wanted to do that? I got the hair ripped out of my head.
God, you're bald.
Like Homer Simpson.
That was honestly that was peak. That was peak me.
Bald Nash.
Yeah, that was peak for myself.
Oh man, you're so.
That was peak for you wishing bad on that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it was-
You're like, it's never gonna get worse.
It
than
was
that.
like 6 months, and he was so depressed. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, I was
tremendous. You
the
hated your
stained
life.
sweatpants, ripped T-shirt guy. For
You
a
drank a
while.
lot then. Too.
I have to say,
you
you
drinking a lot.
guys are awful friends.
They're terrible.
Yeah, no, but
They're
you,
terrible.
the
You're
way-
joking.
you
Obviously,
three
I
and-
don't.
You three and the extension of the group as well. You guys are just ruthless on each other.
I was joking.
I'm too nice.
I want Nash to be
Yeah.
You know
happy.
the scene in Marriage Story when Adam Driver says he wishes Scarlett Johansson would die?
Yeah.
I turned to Aaron and I was like, you and Nash. It's like, that's 100%
Yeah,
you
well,
and
that's my
Nash.
baby boo.
You'll always love him, even though it doesn't
Yeah.
make sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he comes over and ties
Aaron
my
has
shoe.
Teddy on his lap reading the note
Well, you know what's one thing I don't like with this picture you put up?
with Kumail's
Yeah,
picture.
yeah, it's a fucking thirst trap. Like, relax,
Oh,
guy.
yeah,
we
of
get
course
it.
it
You
is.
got ripped.
All right,
You know,
yo,
you get
shut
that-
the fuck up.
Ted.
I
Yo,
waited for
you
this the
hypocr-
longest time. I'll never post a picture of myself. Oh, shut up.
Yo, if you
I've
looked like
never
that,
seen
you'd
somebody-
post pictures nonstop. You thirst trapping, and you don't even have a body like that. You used to.
Thirst trap.
Saying that with
I'm
the
not saying I
biggest-
wouldn't do it, but I can't do it, so I wouldn't do it. So
Exactly.
I'm judging him now.
'Cause you
he
don't-
is
If I went from that to that, I would be posting pictures. Of
Yeah,
it.
if
So
you
I'm
put
proud
in the
of it.
work.
Yeah.
Because I don't have it. I hate him that he does it. But if I did it, I would do it.
Yes, 100%. That is Teddy. There you
Yeah.
go. That's all you need to know about Teddy.
Perfect.
Jesus Christ.
There's nothing Teddy hates more than things that he likes to do when other people are doing them.
Yeah.
It almost looks. It almost
Not
looks
lying.
photoshopped though. The picture. Like I didn't think it was
It
real
has
at
to be.
first.
Yeah, yeah. I think he.
Like
you
his
are
face.
so, you are ridiculous.
Well, you know what a fucking no swipe left on a different filter could do, you know?
Yeah.
Get a little more shadow on
You
the
think
abs.
he's doing all this for Tinder?
Is he? Oh, he's married, right? Yeah.
Kumail?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I mean, if there was a filter like that, Ted, I'm sure you would have found it by now.
Lucky girl.
Really, nothing else. That sucks. But I think.
We got a lot of good fan questions, though.
Yeah.
I'm honestly.
Hey,
that's
fan-
all-
Oh, real quick, Teddy.
Here we go.
Yeah.
That's silence.
Patriots, man.
Yeah, not a good look.
Again.
It's not a good look.
Fool
at
me
all.
once, shame on you. Fool me
Yeah.
twice.
You know what sucks is
won't
that
get fooled again.
what sucks the most is that the
fifth.
NFL is going to come down on us, and it sucks knowing that because if they don't, it's going to be even worse for the Patriots if they don't come down on them.
But what do you think? Like, what? Imagine getting caught on the Bengals.
Yeah, it's even worse. I'd rather. Yeah, it's like why?
Did you hear that the
Why?
guy was just like, "Oh, we'll just forget about this whole thing"?
Yeah,
That's the
yeah,
thing.
just
Just
delete
got
it. It didn't
caught.
happen. It
First,
never
What
happened.
happened? What happened? What?
At first, I'm like, all right, they're filming the scout. Maybe he got like some B-roll for the game going on, like in work. But the way he said it, like, no, we'll just delete this. Like that's shady.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why was he wearing a? That was another thing. I'm like, all right, if they were really doing something shady, why would you wear like a Patriots sweatshirt?
His
Man.
Because they're probably like,
But it's
"There's
also like the
no
Patriots,
way
so-
they could do this again.
his voice.
There's no way.
His voice tells it all too because he just sounds so fucking nervous. Like he just knows it.
Yeah, and his Boston accent.
Hubbada, 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 hubbada.
So yeah.
Yeah, no,
It's-
you know,
I
you see it, but
personally,
you know, if it deleted, it never happened, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I
No,
personally
we'll just forget about that.
hate to see it. I don't think it's a good look for the game, and it'll be a real shame if this affects Brady and Belichick.
I think Bill's gonna
gets
suspend it.
suspended. It would be a real shame. I mean, you know, you never want to win. You always want to beat the rival at
You
their
could just
best.
say, "Fuck the Patriots."
Oh no, that's what I'm saying.
It really is their legacy.
Yeah, you're
That's the
not-
thing, because the Patriots, it's the most unbelievable run in sports, I think, by far. Because it's modern times. The NFL has never been better. Players have never been more athletic, and they just dominate. They've dominated for 20 years. Like, they embarrass the NFL. but the cheating just doesn't go away.
Hey, if
So
not
it's like-
cheating, you're not trying to win.
I want to appreciate their greatness because it's unlike anything we've seen in the sport.
You
But
still can.
the one stat that always gets me is the fumble stat from Deflategate. It's like that.
I think they fumbled like once.
Like
or
he's such
twice.
a little fucking.
Like-
That's the thing with Belichick. I think it's just part of his personality. Like you say,
Oh,
why
he's
would you
addic-
cheat
he's
against the?
addicted to winning?
Yes. Why would you cheat against the Bengals? Because Belichick is nuts.
Well, if he's cheating against the Bengals, I don't want to make any assumptions, but if they beat the Ravens in the playoffs and they shut down Lamar Jackson, this man was cheating.
But
on
that's the thing.
everybody else.
We got waxed by the fucking Ravens, though.
Yeah, they just want to. You don't want to show them all the.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson, man, what a guy. Let's go to fan questions here.
They better be good.
This question here from Kevin Myers at KevinMe996.
Kevin.
Best episode of television of all time.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That was
That's
fucking.
Oh my God.
So
wow.
fuck you, Nash.
Yeah, suck on that. Suck brick, kid.
Does Netflix count?
Yeah.
I'll allow it. Sure.
I'm gonna go Made in America, the Sopranos finale.
It doesn't help me out.
I'm gonna throw out like a few, because that's so hard to pick one. I think Ozymandias, Breaking Bad.
Mm-hmm.
Ozymandias. How do you say it? I don't know.
I say it Ozymandias.
Okay, whatever. Winds of Winter is my favorite Game of Thrones episode. I think the True Detective season 1 finale was phenomenal. Well, that whole season was. Twin Peaks season 2 finale was phenomenal.
This guy has his fucking top 10 list already.
I'm just spitballing. I can't just pick one.
Dallas season 3 episode 2.
It's a good show.
Mass finale.
SVU, the one when
Spitballing.
When Steve left Blue's Clues.
is SVU.
Emotional goodbye.
Oh, that was
Can you make an
tough.
argument for SVU, like the greatest?
No, I can't stand all of those CSI.
But it's
Why?
20. It's 20.
CSI, I can't stand it.
20
The only
years.
good one is Criminal Minds.
I know, but what I'm saying is
What?
quality.
Hey, you lawyer.
It's
guy.
not to the standard of like the best TV shows, but 20 years.
No, you can't
and
knock it.
You could put on any episode, and I'm hooked from start to finish
Yeah,
because I
I
want to
can't
find
I
out.
can't
Once Stabler left, it got really bad.
Can't stand
Even
all
the
of
bad
those
ones and the later
shows.
ones. I don't know any of the characters, but it's like, ooh, this guy murdered 3 people. I'm like, oh fuck,
Well, Teddy, Aaron, you have any?
gotta see
Nash
him get
suggestions.
get
Best?
caught.
Oh, mine is just season finale of Breaking Bad. Just simple. That was unbelievable.
Iron, right?
Is that the title of it?
No, it's FE. It's
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I was going to say what?
I never know the title names. I just go, season 5, episode 12.
Yeah, you don't
Like, you guys are good with it.
with
You guys-
chess. You just say like
Horse
Eve.
over here.
Yeah, night to Eve.
you know
Yes.
what? Watchmen episode 6.
Oh yeah.
That's a great episode.
Go to justice.
Yeah.
Teddy.
No, just skip me. It's-
Okay. Well,
I
we'll,
can't
we'll
think of
move
it.
on here
Yeah.
to good question for you actually, Jordan Hamilton at Bears fan Jordan.
What's up, Jordan?
Do y'all think El Camino will receive any Oscar love?
No.
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 0% chance.
I hope.
There was a
I
time
don't think so.
when before it came out, if it just completely blew me away, and if it was a good movie, I thought maybe Aaron Paul could get a nomination, but it's too stacked this year. Good movie, good performance, but no,
Mhm.
not on any front. I don't think it gets any Oscar love.
No, I agree.
This question here from Erica at Disney Owns My Ass. Well, look at that.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's true.
Do you-
Good.
Well, Erica, that is true. Do you think Ben Solo gets redeemed and lives, or does it have to be one or the other?
I think they already
I think that I
He did his
they
thing.
did it.
already.
They
I
did it already.
hope
They
he-
tried.
yes.
Yeah.
In Last Jedi, and he kind of. I felt like the ending of that movie was him, like, all right, maybe he thought, nah, I'm fully.
basically,
Yeah.
yeah. He was like, you know what? Instead of that, how about I just run
Yeah.
everything? You
Um,
help.
so the only, I guess, JJ can come in, and his original vision
I hope
might have
they
been
don't
for that
redeem
to
him.
happen, so he could do that. It could be a Vader thing where at the very end he's
Ugh.
like, it's kind
Just
of like
leave
when
it
you
out.
like before you die and you're like, I accept Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior, but you've been a terrible
So you
person
can
this
go
whole
to
time. So
He
he's gonna
shoots
do
one
that.
stormtrooper.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, didn't say that, and then becomes a Force Ghost. It's like, see, I did the old Vader trick, committed genocide,
Yeah.
but
I'm a
at the
ghost.
end I felt bad about
Yeah.
it. So all
I
is
realized my
forgiven.
wrongs.
All the
Yeah.
other ghosts are looking at him like, you don't belong here. You're not a
Like,
true
okay, Anakin.
Yeah.
Force. Right.
I saw Revenge of the Sith. You sick fuck.
I hope. I think he's definitely dead. He doesn't make it
Yeah.
out of this movie alive. The villains usually don't in Star Wars.
Yeah.
They're lucky to make it one movie. If they redeem him, I will be disappointed unless they find a good way to do it.
Yeah.
But he went so mad at the end of The Last Jedi. I loved everything about that. I love that he's going to be unhinged, but he's also in a position of power. How is Hux going to try and hold his leash? So, no, I don't think so. but I do think he will die. This question here from Will Longo at WLongo7. Why don't you guys do much Harry Potter?
Well,
there's
you
nothing to talk about.
See,
Yeah.
Hell, yeah.
I like Harry Potter.
Is it worth to revisit it? Probably is, right?
Yeah.
Marissa, she's the Harry Potter savant, and I guess you've seen the movies, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I dabble. I've
So-
read the books.
Read the books
That would be a
twice.
you guys thing. I like it, but I feel like if it was going on right now and we were in the midst, like fucking Fantastic Beasts, come on, what is that?
Yeah, Fantastic Beasts are not good movies.
If they were good, then maybe there would be more discussion. Like, oh, I can't wait to see this. The next one's coming out, but there's no hype for that series. So
Is that putting a blemish on Harry Potter?
Yeah,
think it
definitely.
is?
I mean, you're never going to take away from what those first 8 movies did, but it's a part of the franchise now.
Yeah.
It's a part of it. It's a part of the conversation. Like, you can't talk about Star Wars without bringing up the prequels. It doesn't take away from what those movies did, but they're there. And I'm surprised we haven't seen Harry Potter television, Harry Potter cartoons, Harry Potter and other forms of media, like video games or stuff like that. But there's nothing to talk about. The Fantastic Beasts movies give us nothing.
did
Yeah,
you
they
have the video
stinkers.
game when you were a kid?
I did.
I did, yeah, it was fun.
A lot of fun. You remember when you had to play the flute to put the dog asleep? That was my favorite level.
Yeah,
That
big
is
ass.
Snorlax?
This question here from Keith at Witsy1. What's your favorite
What's up,
South
Keith?
Park episode?
Wow. Yo, that's so weird that you brought that up because I've been binge watching South Park.
It's so
I am
good.
obsessed with it. I've been
so
cracking
good.
up every time I watch. My favorite.
Oh man, that's tough. Off the top of the head, I
Yeah,
mean,
for real.
I thought I don't know.
Imagination Land is fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
all
that
three
one
of them.
is.
Can't think of like a certain episode, but like if I watch an episode, I'm like, oh, it's pretty funny.
Oh, I
I
got
love
mine.
Finger Bang. That's one of my favorites.
I got
when
mine.
they do the boy band.
They do the boy band, and they brought that back in this season.
Really?
Yeah, I forget what episode where they bring back the Finger Bang. Go ahead, Teddy.
When they go to the camp, like the special kids camp, when all the special kids they did as I think the Looney Tunes characters.
No.
Oh,
Yo,
that's the
it
one
is
with Tally.
funny,
The
yeah.
intervention.
Yeah.
That one's funny.
Oh, that's.
I like when Cartman
episode, man.
tries to play the prank on Butters and he's the robot, and then he finds out that Butters has a
yeah.
video of him being like Christina Aguilera or whatever. That's a great
And he
episode.
wants the he
Yeah.
wants the video.
Yeah. Oh my God, that one's great. South Park.
Yo, Butters is underrated. He is fucking.
Oh, he's
funny.
the best. He's the best character.
he is.
Yeah.
He really is.
This question here from Dylan Cowgill.
Fun. Actually, when they do the anime one, when they put the ninja star in
Yo.
Butters'
Oh,
eyes.
Butters' eye. And then they dress him up as a dog.
and they bring him
And
into
they
the
bring him to
vet.
From Dylan Cowgill at Dry Dill Pickle. Dr. Dill Pickle, sorry. When is Nash's
What are you thinking?
Whoa.
Where's your mind at?
Dr. Dill Pickle.
penis?
Yeah.
When is Nash's dad coming on the podcast?
Slick? Let's get Slick on. Would you guys be all right with that?
Let's get Slick on.
Let's get Slick.
I wouldn't mind Jack having
ideal.
telling us some stories about
It sounds like all of you don't.
DIY.
Like, none of
Yeah.
you want Jack on.
No,
You
what-
included.
I like.
I
Jack.
want Slick on.
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
You're like,
Sure.
yeah, I want.
I- No, I'm always worried about Jack.
You're always worried about Jack.
Yeah, Nash is always out. He's always out and about, and he leaves us for.
Do you call your dad once a day?
Yeah, I talk to him all the time.
This question here from You Can Out Pizza the Hut at Mr_Freeze14. What are your favorite superhero movies? It doesn't have to be MCU.
It does, right?
I can pick it if I want.
Well, my two are non-MCU. My two favorites, Logan and The Dark Knight.
Yeah, true. Dark Knight's probably the best. Batman Begins, very underrated. I feel like people lump the Dark Knight Rises in with the Dark Knight, which is kind of ridiculous because I think Batman Begins is clearly the second best movie of that franchise. Winter Soldier, Guardians are another couple of my favorite. Logan, like you said.
Into the
Endgame.
Spider-Verse,
Oh yeah,
Endgame, yeah.
I was thinking live
Endgame,
action.
Logan, like yeah, Dark Knight.
It's a good time.
Yeah. Can we talk though? Infinity
live?
War was much better than Endgame.
Oh, yeah.
Now that-
Endgame, to me, it's perfect finale,
Yes.
but Infinity War is a perfect movie.
It was so great when I first witnessed it. Going back and watching it too, I'm like,
Gets better. What, Endgame?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Endgame.
Infinity
Kinda-
War keeps getting better.
Yeah, Infinity War keeps getting better. Endgame kind of lowered a little bit for me. I still love it, but
Really?
Infinity War is fucking.
The Infinity War third act, man.
Perfect.
Thor landing on Wakanda, it's so perfect, but the transition when it's like, bring me Thanos, and it's that boy walking through that portal,
Yeah,
cool
but
as a cucumber, ready to scrap with Doctor Strange.
but
That
that
movie's
third act.
perfect.
Yeah, but the third act in fucking
That's
Endgame was
a good ass
stupid.
third act,
Are you
too.
kidding
Yeah,
me?
yeah, that's a,
That's a good
Oh
third
my
act.
God.
when you watch I recently rewatched the Endgame third act. The final battle, there's so many details that you can miss. They did a great job directing that.
I watched
could
that
have been
last battle so many times.
an incredible mess, and it's so well. Every character is so well positioned. All the action sequences really work.
I wonder what was harder for the directors. I mean, it's not what they can both answer. Like doing like Battle of the Bastards, directing that, or directing the Endgame battle.
I think they're
Or
both
was it like a horse apiece?
both difficult but very different because Battle of the Bastards is a lot of practicality. You know, they're there on location. Endgame is you got a bunch of movie stars in front of a green screen, a lot of computer effects. Both difficult though. I don't know. I would say I think Bastards.
Yeah, I'd say that for the human aspect.
Yeah.
I would say Endgame only for the fact that you have so many different characters you need to kind of give their little shine.
Yeah,
So like 20 of them at least.
yeah, that's true.
Battle of the Bastards, you know, you have your extras, but you're focusing John, Tormund, Ramsey, and Umber. That's really all, and Davos in that like sequence.
Well, I
you're
brought-
really trying to focus on.
I brought that one up. I mean, that's universally the best battle in Game of Thrones, right?
Blackwater.
I think pure Battle of the Bastards might be the best battle. But I think Blackwater is a better episode. But I think Battle of the Bastards, to me, it's the most impressive battle ever in any show, in any movie, because I don't think any battle has been as visceral.
It's pretty realistic.
Yeah, it's so realistic, and you love these characters, you
Yeah,
know?
you're so attached to them.
Yeah, you spent so long with them, and to put them through that, it's like after everything they've been through, that battle is so gruesome. It's yucky. you
Yeah,
know?
it's the king was just like, fuck it, let's just do that. We're not going to top it. It's like, let's just do Battle of the Bastards.
No, yeah, the king.
So,
straight
no,
up
I
did this-
didn't see that episode. I missed it.
I was gonna ask you about that. I actually want to talk about it. I wanted to ask you. I saw your tweet, and I wanted to know where I can watch that.
What?
The tweet you said like the battle is like the craziest thing you ever seen.
Oh, that's an anime.
Really?
Attack on Titan. Yeah, that's an anime.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but Attack on Titan is a brutal fucking.
Teddy
TV
just
show.
removed that idea from his mind
No,
completely.
No shot. I feel like to watch that battle, I gotta watch the show.
Well, you
Yes
need
or
to
no?
watch My Hero, because that's still the best superhero story being told. MCU also considered right now. It's incredible. Move on to the next question here from Geek News Period at Geek News Period. Why isn't Nash on the show more? Will he ever get his own show? Did he ever watch Frozen?
I get a spinoff.
It's a lot for you.
Wow. Yeah. Well, very flattering. That's a good. See, now that's a good question. I don't know. That's for you guys to answer. Why am I not?
There's
why-
3 questions for you.
Well, the first part is,
Throw it to the panel.
why am I not on the show more?
Throw it to
that
the
is
panel.
that is true. That is our question.
Scheduling, weather,
I do.
Yeah, hours.
Weather.
time,
Time's just a weird concept.
You're a busy guy.
global warming. Come on.
Okay.
You put yourself ahead of global
Good
warming.
reason.
The impeachment.
Think of the turtles.
That's going on too.
Brexit.
The plastic straws are killing the turtles out
Oh, that's
there.
why I can. Do you guys like the paper straws? I hate them. They dissolve and they suck. You can't drink out of them.
Drink
you gotta,
faster.
You gotta finish your drink within like 3 minutes.
We can get one of those like sour gummy straws that you get at 7-Eleven.
Nice Twizzler.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What was the second question?
Will he ever get his own show?
That's
You know what's a good
not gonna
show?
happen, no.
You ever
As much as I would like.
watch Seinfeld? Good show.
What was the third one?
I've seen Frozen, yes, and I do like
Are
Frozen.
you trying to say Nash is Seinfeld?
No, I was just trying to talk about something else besides Nash getting his own show.
This question here from Saturn Alien.
Oh, what?
Wait a minute. At Ian D. Reese. The first scene of Rogue One. Oh, no. You know what? This is a good question, but these 3. It's not for these 3. Sorry.
I've seen Rogue One.
No, it's a video game question.
Oh, okay.
Why don't you ask it and answer it?
No, you guys aren't going to.
You answer it.
No, because I don't like talking with all
Any
3 of
questions
you
for me?
staring at me. And then
What?
Just answer the question quick and then go
We've
to
been
the
doing
next
that for an hour.
one. Yeah.
that is true. Yeah, but not on the spotlight.
Any questions for me?
No. This question here from Sarah Beth
Look,
at Lady
finally.
_ Macbeth.
Sure
Star
people-
Wars cute rating. Can you?
Cute rating?
Is it?
Baby Yoda, BB-8, R2, old Yoda.
Baby.
What about the salacious crumb?
Salacious Crumb's got to get in there.
Old Yoda's last. He's fucking hideous.
No,
He's not hideous. He's an old. He's like cute for an old person.
He's old. He's gross.
Jesus.
I don't like BB-8, so he's last. He's second to last.
What's your problem with BB-8?
He's trendy. He's new.
You don't like the
Whatever.
physics?
No.
He's trendy. He's new.
Baby Yoda's one,
Of course.
and then was it R2D2 and who else?
That's it. It's just
Thank you,
R2.
Neil.
And R2 second.
Well, it's Baby Yoda, but I think you're dissing Big Papa Yoda.
Yoder.
Yeah.
You're dishing big
You
popper,
think
swallow.
Yoder.
you think old Yoda's cute?
Yeah, he's adorable.
I think he's cute. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's so when he's messing around with Luke's
Yeah,
stuff, he's eating his
laughing.
candy bar.
Yeah.
He's like, "That's
He's
my candy
annoying.
bar."
Actually, I think that's annoying. Yeah,
He's hitting him with the stick.
he looks like a fucking
Old people suck.
piece of dump.
All right, don't.
Oh,
Don't-
what the hell?
I hate old people.
We're,
That's
no.
why you don't want Slick on the podcast. This is a pro old.
Yeah.
no, I'm against that.
I
Though.
want Jerry Brown for president.
On my show, we don't like old people.
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
What's Nash's show called?
you got a problem with them almost
They
dying?
stink. They don't know how to drive.
That is true. I mean, don't drive.
They're always grumpy.
65 should be the cutoff for driving.
I thought you were going to say for like life.
65?
65.
I don't mind 65 for life either, though.
Oh my
For
God.
myself.
You two have been getting out of
Yeah.
control. It's getting out of control now. This question here from My Cycle, Eternally ADHD, at Feral Plantain. Well,
What's
got
up,
a lot, got a lot of
Yeah,
things
there's a
going
lot going on there.
Oh, you know, this is another tough question, and Teddy can't answer it because he hasn't finished Watchmen. This question here from Mon here, Humoran,
That's,
For
that's more
somebody.
fucked up for the person that's listening.
at
And here's
Desert
that.
Fox L. Are you going to review The Witcher as a season or episode by episode?
Season, right?
It all comes out at once. That would be.
This question here from Umer, at Umer_K9. Top 3 directors that changed.
Okay, Umer. Come on, guys. Yep.
I like
Give
that
me
one.
one,
I
give me
like
one.
it. I like it. Okay, Umer.
Because it's boomers. Did you just skip his question?
I was about to. Actually, I am going to skip your question because it's like a serious one, and I'm tired of being serious. This question here from Alex Posniak at Boris_2047.
Boris.
Favorite SpongeBob character?
Yes. Yeah, I like these questions. These are the questions you got to ask.
This is what I'm talking about.
I like Sandy Cheeks. Like
Ew.
how she goes out there.
Really?
Why'd you say ew?
We got
Why
ageist.
can't I have my favorite character?
Nash is ageist. Teddy's
Every
sexist.
character
sexist.
in fucking SpongeBob, you pick Sandy Cheeks.
Sandy Cheeks. She's the only non-fish. Yeah, she's the only person who's got a fucking clue.
Mr. Krabs, man.
She supports her own house. She's got the nice house, the
Oh.
domicile.
It's being paid for. You
By
kidding me?
who?
By the people, by the scientists that brought her down there.
Well, exactly. She's got a nice scientific
got a quota
grant.
meet.
She's smart. She's attractive. She knows
Stupid.
karate.
Do you want to fuck Sandy Cheeks?
Yeah.
I take a couple Sandy
Clapping
Cheeks.
Sandy cheeks.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, man.
Roll up some seaweed.
That guy, Mr. Krabs, he's good with money. Has a good business.
What do you mean he's good with money?
Hardworking American.
Blue collar guy. He's a blue collar guy.
He's a lunch pail
He
guy.
started from nothing
That's it.
and made his millionth dollar.
I love
One of my
Gary.
favorite
That's
episodes.
the best episode.
Gary?
When they go
Gary's
fishing.
I mean, the Bob man himself.
It's worse than
The
Sandy
Bob
Cheeks.
man himself.
That was worse than Sandy Cheeks.
Himself.
Most of the funniest parts and involve SpongeBob. I mean, Patrick, he's another easy one. I mean, I feel like that's cheating, but
You
those
just
two,
pick SpongeBob.
those two are the best.
What's yours?
Gary.
See, I feel like Squidward is the fan favorite, though. Everybody.
Well, as you
loves
get older,
Squidward,
you're
yeah.
more Squidward than the other
Yeah.
two.
Gary running around, you know, he doesn't want to take a bath. He's
Oh,
just
Gary.
stealing cookies.
Why'd you have to go?
Oh, I actually do have a question for Aaron here.
Oh.
This question here from Allison Sidgers at Allison_Sidgers.
He's on his phone now.
Yeah.
He's on his phone now.
It's taking a nap.
That was a joke.
I need Aaron to rank the Frozen songs, old and new, and say which movie you thought was better.
The Frozen one was much better.
Kid's been begging.
Frozen
for
2 was really good. I gave it 8.1, but Frozen
Oh,
1.
I thought you said
loved.
like the Frozen one. It sounded like you were saying
Yeah.
which one. Never mind. Go on.
the chosen one became the Frozen one.
Love is an Open Door is probably the best song in both movies. The second one had really good
How does
songs.
it go?
You want, I need a partner who wants to be my Hans.
If I can hear it, I'll do it with you.
It's a good song.
I'll
In
do
the
it with you,
moment,
baby.
I mean, Hans turns out to be a piece of shit, but in the moment, it's a very fun song. I mean, do you want to build a snowman? It's a good one too. But what it means to the movie, how they tell the story and intertwine it into that. The new movie, Into the Unknown, very good song. I haven't seen it enough or listened to the songs enough where I know like, all right, this is gonna stick around. So we'll see how those age.
There's no like "You're Welcome," where as soon as you hear it, you're like, "Oh, this is a classic."
Like Moana? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that "You're Welcome."
I mean, Let It Go is pretty
Can't
much.
say.
You're welcome times 10.
no.
Well, let us know. Isn't that in there?
Yeah, it's no.
The Christmas
Baby,
song.
it's
Nat
cold
King Cole.
outside. Yeah, Teddy. all of those are in there.
Run, Run, Rudolph, Chuck Berry.
And who can forget? Or, you know how they have like the
Oh, yeah.
infomercials, and everybody's
Who can forget?
favorite.
Wonderful Christmas.
Wonderful
Simply- Did you see that meme? It's like that song is about Paul McCartney performing witchcraft with his friends, but then
And
somebody
walks in.
Yeah, because the way it changes up, right?
Yeah, simply.
No, wasn't there a song in Frozen? Let it snow.
Let's let it go.
Let it go.
Are you kidding me?
You should have just
Let it go.
For the first time in forever is a good one too. It's good songs all around.
Wait, it's Let It Go?
This question here from
Let It-
Ben.
what is it?
Teddy, it's Let It Go.
Let's let it go.
I like it. Let it
How does it go?
snow.
How
Let
does
it
it go?
snow.
It goes like how you sang it, but
Let
it's
it
go instead
let
of
it go,
snow.
let it go, and what else?
This question. Can I just go on to the next question here?
Let it
from-
go. Let it go. Let it go.
This question here from Ben Urbanus.
Yo, did anyone see that?
No.
Teddy, I
It just
just
tripped me out.
I just witnessed Teddy's mind bend in half. This page looks. You didn't know what was real and what was a joke anymore.
That had to be put on camera.
Oh my god.
Can I ask this next question?
He's like, let it go. Yeah, he's like, yeah, that's the song. That's the oldie song. Oh man.
This question here from Ben Urbanus.
What's up, Ben?
Why the fuck is Nash's Why the fuck is Nash's voice nice as fuck but trash as fuck at the same time?
That's a great.
That is
That's
the
not bad.
perfect explanation for what your voice is like. It's the perfect for animation for like voiceover, but it's
But it's
also
annoying.
But it's very unique. Yeah, it's harsh. You know,
It sucks.
Just say it sucks.
I can't. Yeah,
I don't want to hurt person. I don't
No,
think his
it-
voice sucks. He's
I
got a good
can't
pod-
listen to the podcast because I hate my own voice.
Well,
think-
everybody hates their own voice.
You think of everything that we say to him. You think you saying that his voice sucks is gonna hurt him.
Nash's voice is like Adam Driver in terms of he's not traditionally handsome, but there's a weird handsomeness to him. You know, that's like your voice.
Okay,
Some,
I like this.
they say like when
Constructive
they take
criticism.
polls that like a good looking dude, you know, symmetrical face, nice eyes, you know,
Nice hair.
yeah, gets like a 9 out of 10. But a weird looking guy, 10, 10, 10, then a 5 out of 10. You know,
Yeah.
that's your
you
voice.
take you know
But
the pros
your
with
voice
the cons.
is very
you know?
annoying.
You fucking suck.
I fucking hate it.
Oh well, thank you very much.
I don't mind you when you get drunk. I can't
Ooh.
stand the sound of your voice
Mhm.
because it's like it is now, but it's slower and more
You think
pronounced.
you're better than me when you're drunk?
This is nothing to do. Nothing to do. Really.
The tone of voice when
Oh
you're
my
drunk. It's
God.
like you know
It's
you're
like he's
talking
better
down to
than
me.
Because I'm always on edge
Yeah.
with you.
I'm like talking about like the cadence and how like the pitch changes. Like yeah,
I love how
and he's talking about what comes out of his mouth.
Nash can barely form a sentence when he's drunk, and somehow Teddy thinks that Nash thinks he's better than him.
Yeah. You got it's all in the face, man.
Oh, Teddy,
Yeah.
you think you're better than me?
What? You're fucking better than me, huh?
It's all in the face.
Speaking of how many mimosas did you end up crushing last night?
11, and I'm on my way to the fantasy Super Bowl.
You're so lucky.
I legit like idolize you because I watch your Mimosa Chronicles, and then I go on PlayStation at like 9 o'clock at night, you know, after a day of work. And who's online playing PGA Tour?
Yeah.
Nash. The kid's been crushing mimosas all day. Goes home and plays his golf video.
Oh my! But I was so bad. I was
Yeah.
so, oh my
It's
god!
it's hard, right?
It's very
crazy.
well when you can't see. It's kind of hard. But can we make that like a thing? Could I get like a shirt like the Mimosa Chronicles?
Yes, with the robot.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
not a bad idea.
perfect. Yeah.
I was gonna join you, but Bo was like, "Hey, we got to review Watchmen tonight, so don't get drunk." And we didn't even review Watchmen. So
I did tell him not to get
So
drunk. Yeah.
You screwed the pooch.
He's a party.
I
pooper.
screwed the pooch. Yeah.
I
But
was ready to take his crown. I'm like, all right, he's gonna be focused with fantasy and
Yeah.
everything. I'm gonna sneak
He's gonna
in.
pound 3 in at a time.
Yeah.
but didn't you feel good after not drinking?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I'm still shaking.
Felt worse.
This question here from Cowboy Stannis at Cowboy Stannis. That's your boy.
Cowboy.
Could 2 Teddys take the Rock?
Don't.
No.
Okay.
I was trying to see
Yeah.
picture
Why?
2 Teddys back to back.
I saw one because I saw on Twitter because one of the replies was, "How many times do you think Teddy can bench me?" I don't know if you can find it.
You know,
What's the most you can bench?
not that much.
You never had a good bench.
Well,
No.
everybody, thanks for listening.
Wait, I
to the
want to
next-
ask you. With you drink, so did you ever wake up like a night that you didn't drink, but like expect when you wake up to be hungover, and you're not? Isn't that the best feeling?
What?
Wait, explain that again.
It's
I'm
like a weekend night you don't drink,
okay.
It's like
and you
Friday
wake up in
night,
the
yeah.
morning. Yeah.
It's
Like,
like
do you
Pavlov's
expect
dogs,
to be
you
hungover?
expect to be hungover.
I honestly, it's getting to the point that I don't get hungover anymore.
I envy you.
It's a problem. It's not good. It means my body's like getting used to me drinking so much.
I went out last night, Saturday night with Elena, and I had like 4 beers, and I almost I wanted to pass out the next morning.
He'll have one beer
Like, I
and
couldn't
he'll
stay
look
awake.
at you and be like, yo, you feeling it?
We did that. We
You
went
do
to,
that all the
That's true.
time.
It is though. It's
we
bad.
went to go see Shazam, and then we were gonna do a double feature. But we had 2 hours in between Shazam and us, so we go to the Buffalo Wild Wings next door. We both get a beer and food, nothing crazy. Like, you know, we gotta
Oh,
be
yeah.
responsible. He's like halfway done with Sam Adams. He's like, "Yo, I'm feeling."
It wasn't
this
no.
right
It was,
now."
it was like it was 1.5, and they're bigger glasses.
You're such a
He's trying to
lightweight.
justify this.
Yeah. You were the worst alcohol drinker. Watching you drink alcohol is cringy.
I'm cringing myself when I drink.
You drink alcohol like Squidward when he was tasting the Krabby Patty for the first time.
You know what it is too with him when he says, "Oh, tonight I'm throwing up." He fully
I
commits.
do it.
Right.
You know,
No, yeah,
I
you
do.
fully commit, which I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
I'm really proud.
I do
All right,
my
let's
thing.
take one last fan question here
One more. Why
from
not?
Lauren Uno at Uno_official.
Lauren.
What's a life lesson you've learned the hard way?
Ooh. Okay.
We can't say that on air. I know. We can't.
Oh
What?
boy,
I'll tell you guys off
release the Nash cut.
air. Hashtag release the Nash cut. Yeah, that
I think she's more like Full House life lessons. You know,
Oh, okay.
it's like
Like,
don't
you know what I
count
learned
your
today?
chickens before they hatch.
I was.
You guys are going to like the darkest moments of your life. Like my dad dying of cancer taught me people die.
oh my god. I don't know. I'm an idiot. I kind of don't learn anything.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a life lesson that I've learned.
Let's look up life lessons.
Right, yeah, don't eat before you drink.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lesson I learned at Gabby Sweet 16.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah,
You were
learned-
smacked.
Definitely learned that the hard way.
You were that.
You were
that was
painting that bathroom.
yo. That was the fun. That was the funnest I've ever seen you.
Godzilla. That was my social peak.
Yeah.
It really was.
You never went out after that.
No, literally, that's what saw me from going
Godzilla.
out. I was like, "Ugh."
The atomic flounder.
Your mom was not happy, dude.
she didn't come in.
No, she did. She
No,
came
my-
into the. I talked to your mom.
My sister picked me up.
Oh, maybe it was like the day after or something when I saw your mom.
Probably, yeah. I remember I went to the Knick game the
Grilling me.
next day.
You
They
did.
got smacked by Golden State, and that's when Golden State sucked.
Nick's just be Golden
Nick's
State.
always sucks. So
Life lesson. I don't. You know, life is what it is. Don't think too much about it.
We didn't say make
don't
up
shotgun a
life
loco.
All right, everybody. Thanks for listening to the Nerd 2 podcast.
The
I'm
Nash
Bo
Show.
Oliver for Aaron, Nash, and Teddy.
lessons. Yeah.
Any last thoughts?
No, I'm good.
You
I want
know,
someone to make that shirt for me. Did somebody make that shirt? Design?
Yeah, I think we can make it.
You can make it?
Yeah, we're gonna make that bitch and sell it. You
Dope.
want to buy one? Hey guys, thank you for watching this video, and of course we would like to thank our Patreon supporters. Without you guys, Nerd Soup wouldn't be Nerd Soup. Seriously, your support is what keeps the fridge full, so thank you once again for your support. If you are interested in supporting Nerd Soup through Patreon, visit our page and check out the different rewards we offer to our fans. If not, then no problem. We appreciate anyone who takes time from their day to watch our videos. So thank you to each and every one of you out there watching, and remember to like and share this video. And hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like it. Or don't.